Okay, guys. Good morning. Melissa here. I'm sitting on the floor today because of the lighting in here is so bright, and I wanted to get a better picture. I want to talk about why I just left a job this morning. Why I left. What were my reasonings? So, as I thought out logically about what I wanted to do, I do feel like yes, you made the right decision. No doubt about it. I'm actually losing money at this place because they kept sending me home. They kept sending me home. Never be afraid of the truth coming out. My boss got back from vacation and he's like, "What happened? So and so said you called in and you missed a bunch of days." And I'm like, "Actually, no. She sent me home sick. No, she sent me home one day because I was sick. Day before because she said it wasn't busy. She almost sent me home again yesterday. I said I can decide whether I'm too sick to work or not. Not really her call. So he's like, "Oh, she didn't tell me that. She didn't say that. Want to put that in writing?" I'm like, "You bet I'll put it in writing. You bet I will." So I put it in writing how she didn't like my hat. She said, "Can you put your hat down more?" And I'm like, "Look, it went through the dryer. It doesn't go down more. I got a hairnet on. She doesn't. So what's her excuse, right?" Then she called me into the office with a power play, almost a write up for asking my coworker to take over while I ran to the bathroom because I was sick, right? So when things start going south real quick, you need to be on your toes. So I went in today and I was kidding around with my boss. I'm like, "Hey, I want some service." No one's at the front, right? I'm like, "Hello," So this happens like almost every morning. There's no one out front. So I'm like, "Hello," and he comes out and he's like, "Oh, it's only you." And I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm like, he's like, "I've got uh he goes, "Oh, it's only you. You get no service," or something like that. So I went back in the kitchen and I'm waiting and I'm waiting and I'm like, "I guess I'm going to leave. Nobody wants to wait on me." And then he comes out and he goes, "Well, you can leave if you want to." And I go, "Yeah, well, you're not waiting on me, so maybe I will." And he's like, "I told you I had to do this." And I'm like, "No, you didn't." He goes, "Yes, I did." I go, "No, I can't read your mind, so no, you didn't." And he's like, You just don't listen." And, there's one cut right there, right? Because, I mean, at this point, he's not kidding. And then I'm like, "Hey," he goes, "You want to leave? Go ahead. I can just hire other people." So he's taking something that was, we were playing at first, just something a little more serious. I'm like, "You have people who quit on you all the time. You just had two people quit on you. Go ahead and hire more people. They'll quit on you too." And he's like, "No, I'll hire other people. I don't need you." So right there, watch what a man says and watch his actions, right? So yesterday he's depending on me. He's like, "Can you just do this before you leave? Can you do this?" And I said, "No, I'm not." I said, "It is past my time to leave. My boundaries keep getting broken." I'm like, "Where is so and so? She's supposed to be off break because I need to leave." So I had to go up to her and say, "What time is your break over?" And then another time, "Are you on break?" Because I'm basically doing all the work, right? So, anyways, so I said, so he's like, "You can leave." So I didn't say anything. Had my breakfast, sat there and thought out things. I'm like, "Why am I here? If he doesn't want me here, why am I here?" Right? So I thought it out. And I'm like, "You know Min well, Melissa. You know he took your kidding kind of personal. So that's why he's saying you can leave." So I'm like, "No, I think I'm done. I think I'm done. I'm losing money. I'm getting sent home early. Management isn't under control." So he was in a meeting with two other managers, and I went up to him, gave him my uniforms folded, and said, "Here you go." And he's like, "Get back over there. Get in the kitchen. Get to work." Because he didn't want me to really leave. He was just saying that because he took what I said personally, my kidding personally. But at the same time, with his lack of commitment, you have to be able to see a guy's lack of commitment and not investing in you, ladies. So I'm like, "No, I'm leaving." He goes, "Are you quitting?" I go, "I'm leaving." So I walked out with my head held high, never looked back. When you see